Welcome to the AWS Lift and Shift at 3. So in this lecture, we are going to build the application from source code, build a stream bucket, and download the artifact to Tomcat EC2 instance. So let's go to our source code. We copy our source code and open our Visual Code Studio. Okay, our Visual Code Studio is open. So let's clone the repository. Yeah. Save it in the download folder. And you can see cloning each repository. Our repository is open. Okay, let's wait for some seconds. As you can see, we are on the main branch. So we have to go to the AWS Lift and Shift branch. So we are on the Lift and Shift branch. Let's go to our user data. You can see the application properties file. Now, on this application properties file, we have to update the DB01 with the root 53 DNS mapping. So let's go back to root 53. Minus AWS. Go to root 53. That's our root 53. You can see db01.in. So we have to copy it. We provide db01.in. Paste it there. So you can see mc01 dot v profile dot in. Same with RabbitMQ dot v profile dot in. So let's check and see. So the record's name. Now we've update our application properties file. So we have to save it right now. Click on save. Okay. So this Java application. So we need Maven and we need JDK. And also we need to configure AWS CLI. and we need an IAM rule. So first, and we need also an S3 bucket. So let's go and create our S3 bucket, because that is where we have to upload our artifact. So let's go to S3. Let's create a bucket name. Say v. Let me say v profile. Create bucket. V profile. S3 king. Okay, that's my bucket name. We leave everything default. I will click on create bucket. So this is our bucket name. So let's open our sticky note. And write our bucket name. So bucket name. Now we have to create an IAM rule and an IAM user. So let's go to IAM. First, we create a user. Let me take this one. We can create a user. We'll give our role name, username. Let's say view profile. Click on next. Attach policy. Click on attach policy. We give S3 full access. We click on next. Create user. Now click on the view profile. Click on security credentials. We click on access keys. Click on create access key. Command line interface. Click on it. I understand the above recommendation. You click on next. You click on create access key. That's our access key. But put it in mind that after the lecture, I'm going to delete my access key. You can download the file, or you can copy your access key, put in your sticky note, copy your secret, and you secret, and you put on your sticky note too. Now we have to download the artifact to the Tomcat server. So we need a rule. So let's go to our user. We click on rule. Let me delete this one. Click on delete. Okay, let's create a rule. AWS service, the use case. So we're going to choose EC2. Click next. Add permission. So we're going to put S3 full access. Click on next. We'll give a role name. Let me say S3 admin. Click on next. And click faithful. Now we've created our role. We've created our security credentials. So let's go back to our VS Code. So in our VS Code, we have to build the artifact and upload into our S3 bucket. From our S3 bucket, we're going to remove the artifact and pull it in the Tomcat server. So we can open our Git bash from the VS Code, or we can open our Git bash from the command line. So let's use the VS Code and open our Git bash. Okay, let's open our Git bash. Control Shift P. Default. So we click on default profile, and now we can see Git bash. Click on Git bash. Okay. It's a little. That's good. So now you go to terminal and click on new terminal. So you can see we've opened our application on VS Code. So first we have to check if we have Maven on our VS Code. And if we don't have Maven and JDK, we have to install Maven and JDK. So let's MVN version. Okay. We have Java, because it's a Java application, and we have Maven. So we have to check if we have AWS CLI. Okay. We have AWS CLI installed on our machine, so we are good to go. So first, we have to configure our command line interface. AWS configure. Okay, so we have to go to our sticky note. Okay, this is the access key. Secret key. We paste it. Click enter. We have to check the zone. It's very important. The zone where our S3 bucket is and our instance are running. S3. Okay, we can see it is in US East 1. So we can put US East 1. default JSON. Let me click enter. So we already set the authentication. So now we have to build the artifact, and the command is nvn install. So you can see we started building our artifact. We have to wait for some minutes. So I can pause my lecture. Okay, so you can see it show build success. So we can now see the target folder. As you can see, that's the target folder. I can see that is the artifact, the view profile v2.var. So let's check. Let's do an ls here. That is a target folder. So let's cp into the target, cp into target. Okay, that is the artifact. Now we have to copy our artifact into S3 bucket. That is the next step. As you can see, we already build the application from source code. We have to upload to S3 bucket. So the command is AWS S3 copy S3 colon // Then we have to give the bucket's name. Let's go to a sticky note. This is our bucket. We copy and we paste our bucket. Slash var slash v profile v2 dot var. So we click enter. /var/temp, because we have to keep the artifact in the temp folder. One minute. Yeah. You can see The artifact is being copied into the S3 bucket now. Okay, it's been copied, so we have to check. Let's go back to S3. S3. This is our bucket. Okay, that is the artifact. It's been copied into the S3 bucket. So let's check. Upload to S3 bucket. So in our next lecture, we are going to download the artifact to the Tomcat EC2 instance. We are going to set an ABS with HTTP connection. So we've come to the end of this lecture of the AWS Lift and Shift Part 3. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe.